this thing. So thank you guys, obviously, for being here again. If you're following along in your book, we're going to be on page 76 in our referral mastery book. If you've got the PDF edition, then I'll show you what page we're on in that. So the books are available here. If you'd like to check one out, you're welcome to do that. Just try to bring it back to us when you're done. It is a great, great book, I think. Be it for real estate or any kind of sales, any kind of personal relationship business that you might find yourself in. It's a really, really good book for that. So let me share my screen and we'll jump right in. That's my email. Yep. That's not what we want. There we go. Let's see what we got here. LP Mama, everybody's familiar with that, right? Location, price, motivation, agent, mortgage, appointment. Do we need to practice that, or has everybody got that down? Everybody's got that down. Okay. All right. So these are the 6 talking points when you're talking with someone new, either in person or on the phone. You want to talk around these 6 points in order to try to build some sort of a rapport, some sort of relationship. So, I got to tell you guys something. So Debbie and I were walking at the park the other day, and there was a dog, and it looked very similar to one of the dogs that we used to have, our Sadie. It's Australian Shepherd. And so I commented to the lady who was walking the dog, and so that began this conversation. And ironically, they live in Portsmouth now, and they want to buy in Smithfield, and they're looking. So Debbie has set up a search for them. They're shopping in the $1 million price range. And we just bumped into each other at Windsor Castle Park.
Oh, man.
Because she had a dog that I said, that looks like the dog we used to have. And so then her and Debbie and just started to come together.
That's
So
awesome.
that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live in Portsmouth.
So-
They're moving to.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because they said they were transferred military, you know, and they've been here for a few years now. He's like a professor or something. And they really, really like the Smithfield area. She goes to the park all the time, which is where we tend to go a lot. And who knows?
That's cool.
That's pretty
I
dang
need to start
cool.
walking my dog at a dog.
I would start walking your dog. Yeah, absolutely. Start walking your dog. So, all right, let's get into asking for referrals, because at the end of the day, that is all of our goal, right? Wouldn't it be nice if our business was 100% referral based and repeat clients, and we never had to spend money on marketing or postcards or stuffing envelopes or Zillow leads or knocking on doors? It would be so cool if we didn't have to do that stuff. And we knew that we had 2, 3, 4 deals a month coming by way of referrals and repeat clients. It is absolutely possible. And I think it's the goal for most of us in these types of businesses. So this is a really cool book. If you haven't checked it out yet, I would encourage you to do that. It's called 37 Exact Ways to Ask for a Referral and Get It Every Time. And so over the last 12 weeks, we've been going through several different amplifiers, as Joe Stump, the author, refers to them. But today we're going to talk about actually exact way number 1. And so he's talking about using the real estate on the back of your business card. This is something that I think probably gets overlooked. And he even acknowledges the fact that obviously times are changing. Not everybody wants a business card anymore, right? People have gone now to digital business cards. But I think there's still an opportunity because people still ask you for your card. For example, the lady in the park, she asked for my card. I didn't have a card. I never have a card. You know, I'd had to walk a quarter mile back to my car to get a business card.
I'd walk a quarter mile for $1 million.
So I did not have a card on me, and that was my.
That's why you
Yes.
get one of these for the back of your phone.
Yeah, see, Debbie's got one of those, Yeah,
Throw
so
a couple cards
Oh.
in there.
that's a really, really good idea. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, look, Holly's got one too. Yep, so very, very good idea. So people will ask you for your card, even if they don't intend to necessarily hold on to it. But the idea is to get your phone number into their phone as quickly as possible under maybe the heading Realtor, or My Realtor would be even better, right? Because there's some subliminal connection there between My Realtor and a Realtor. So I like it. So I want to read through the next couple of pages here, and then we can kind of talk through how this might apply today in 2022. So when you hand someone your card, you're really providing them with two things, right? There's obviously your contact information, which is your address, your phone number, your email address, the name of your company. And it goes into a box called I'm a Realtor. So what appears on the back of your business card is your philosophy. And this is what we had so much fun with a few weeks ago when we were talking about my purpose, right? And so the idea is on the back of your business card is your philosophy. It's what you stand for. This is the thing that you really want to talk about, not necessarily your location, your office address, or your phone number, your email address, that sort of thing. So as a matter of fact, it's more important to have them put your phone number into their phone than to give them a card with your phone number, because most of the time the card's going to get thrown away anyhow, right? I think that's true for most of us. I mean, how many of us have a stack of business cards that we've collected probably over the years that we've never gone back to look at again, right? So the most valuable thing we can do is get our name in their phone as quickly as possible, because the cards are, you know, it's people don't go back to them, generally speaking. So when you're handing someone your card, you're saying, if you look on the back, this is what I'm really all about. And this is, I think, what the cool part about having something like your purpose on the back of a card, because it gives you an added opportunity to talk about your purpose, certainly, but to continue the conversation. So had I handed her a card in the park when she was walking her dog, that could have ended the conversation, because now she has a way to connect with me, and we feel like we've got what we need at this point in our relationship, and we could part. However, if I took it a little bit further and had some really cool talking points, maybe on the back of the business card, like not LP Mama, but along the same lines, these are points to continue the conversation. So here are the magic words that you can use on the back of your business card to really increase referrals. So obviously, this is a little bit long.
It's a big.
Yeah, it's a postcard. So how cool would that be? What if you had a 5x7 business card, Dudley? Could we do that? I mean, how cool would that be?
Not cool at all.
You can, but that would definitely be a custom card and cost a lot of money.
So let's talk through some of the philosophy in these statements. Imagine me as your real estate or mortgage consultant, in our case, real estate consultant. What I do for you is invest my time consulting, negotiating, and organizing the details of your transaction, because you want to have a superb experience that causes you to want to introduce me to the people you care about most. The purpose of my business is referral, which means I must bring value that makes you feel comfortable introducing me to the people that you know that need my help. After all, a referral is sending someone you care about to someone you trust. And it goes on to say, when you give somebody a card, what you're actually asking them to do is consider you as their real estate consultant. So when I say imagine, they already have to presuppose that you are their real estate consultant. It's self-appointment. Leaders don't say, I want to be a real estate consultant. The words imagine that I am your real estate consultant. You're already putting yourself into that role. There's a lot of power in taking the leadership role without asking people to give it to you. So presuppose or assume, or have you guys ever heard the term the trial close is to, act as if they were going to buy the house, right? So we're always leading them. We're always taking the next step, right? And so we're putting ourselves in the position of leading them. If you want them to follow you, then just assume you're already their leader. Have you noticed most great leaders just assign themselves as leaders, politicians? So let's examine the language pattern closer. Imagine me as your real estate or mortgage consultant and what I do for you. What you do for people is that you invest your time doing three things: consulting, negotiating, and overseeing the transaction details. And the reason you do that is because you want them to have a superb experience that causes them to want to introduce you to the people they care about most. That's a great concept to introduce on your business card. It's the concept of introduce me. Then you say, now the purpose of my business, I love that line. I've been using it for years, right? And I love that line too. And we all had a lot of fun with that, I think, a few weeks ago. You know, the purpose of my business is, I think it really adds something to what we do and how we present ourselves. So, is to bring you enough value that makes you feel comfortable introducing me to the people that you know may need my help. Again, the word help in this phrase is a powerful suggestion. After all, a referral is sending someone you care about to someone you trust and you want to help those you care about. So the key words are imagine, consulting, negotiating, organizing the transactional details, because, superb experience, introduce me, the purpose of my business, comfortable introducing me, and you trust. So you can use these concepts to build a phrase you want around them. But I would suggest that these words be embedded inside your language, no matter what you choose to put on the back of your business card. So these are the words, right? These are the words that you want to inject into either your dialogue, your verbal communication, or your written communication. And I love the idea of having something along these lines, using several of these words on the back of your business card. And he goes on because he's got a really neat idea that we're about to get into. One simple phrase that lets clients know exactly what you stand for. Perhaps you've already guessed it. The phrase, that's right, it's by referral only. So by properly placing your little gold, and we don't have any of these obviously, but it's a neat idea, maybe we should order some. Properly placing the little gold by referral only sticker on the front of your business card, you're telling people this is your philosophy and what you stand for. I love the idea of that. And he'll go on here to tell you how you might incorporate that into your dialogue. It literally is a pattern interrupt that lets you transition into talking about your philosophy. For example, you might say, on the back of my card is my philosophy. That's what it means. The word only is very strategic. It causes the mind to say, what does that mean? You want people to take you out of the box of traditional real estate agent or traditional lender. When they look at your card, you want them to look at your card and think, what does that mean by referral only? Then you can show them the back of your card where it explains what it means. So these gold stickers are worth putting on the back of your card or on the front of your card. Apparently he licensed them some time ago, said, put it on your card, hand it to people. See that sticker? It means by referral only. Let me explain to you what that means. And I think that's my favorite sentence, right? So imagine if I was handing my card to this lady in the park while she's walking the dog. She asked me for a card, and I might hand her the card, and I might bring her attention to the sticker that's on my card because it's unusual. It is a pattern interrupt. It's not something that she would have expected to find necessarily on a card. And I just want to bring your attention to the sticker. It says by referral only. And let me tell you what I mean by that, right? And so maybe on the back of your card, then you can talk about my purpose, right? And so I think when you do that, you're really embedding yourself into their psyche, into their conscious. This is not a conversation that she won't remember 2 days from now. this is a conversation that she likely will remember 2 days from now. Because I met this very nice person in the park. Oh, they gave me their card. They work by referral only. So they're not a regular real estate agent. They work by referral only. So they must be good. I think that's what it implies, right? They don't have to know, how hungry we are. So, so, that was it. Yeah. So, that was number one, exact way number one to ask for a referral and get it every time. I love the idea of having that by referral sticker on the front of your card and your purpose on the back of the card, using some of these key phrases and keywords. I think it's another opportunity to prolong conversation. And generally, when we prolong conversation, it's good for building rapport and relationship. Who agrees?
I agree.
All right, cool.
And I like that because I've been looking for something to put on the back of my postcards, like
Okay,
the personalized part.
okay.
And it's been hard to find something, but that's a great paragraph.
I like it. Yeah, I like it too. You could even put a, well, you probably couldn't do that. You could certainly do your by purpose statement, right, on the back of a card, something like that, but you probably wouldn't do by referral only on a mass mailing, right?
Well,
Right.
I mean, depending on what your mass mailing is,
Yeah.
because you can always insert an image. Because I could do that on a postcard. I
That's
can
right.
do it on a letter
That's right.
and have it printed right on there.
Yeah, it's just the implication of by referral only is person to person, not necessarily, everybody in the neighborhood, right? But the statement itself, the paragraph itself, the explanation of, what it is you want to achieve and what it is you do, which is what the organization and the negotiation and the transactional details. That is definitely something that could go on any kind of marketing material.
Now, I have these that I put on the back of my note cards and stuff. I love referrals.
Yes, love that.
Which is
That's
not as
very
good
cool.
as for as
By
by
referral only.
only. but
Yeah, that's very cool. Thoughts,
say-
questions, concerns, comments, anybody? Holly, what do you got?
So I have a friend who's a realtor in Florida, and I think I had this conversation with Sharon. And she sends, and we don't have the opportunity to do this through Moxie, but she sends text messages to everyone. And I wish there was a way or a company or something where, and maybe it's just a matter of going through and doing it yourself, but I thought, you know what, I have so many more people's phone numbers than I do emails, and I completely would, do a whole campaign on text messages and would just have such an easier time.
It's I think that's great. What kind of phone do you have? Apple or Droid?
I have an Apple phone.
Okay, so because I feel like you feel, or I felt like you feel, I probably send out over 100 texts a week. And so that's a lot of friggin' texting from my
Right.
stupid little thumbs. So I went and bought a MacBook so that I could text from a keyboard and a screen. And so
Okay.
instead of doing these mass texts or group texts, I'm doing now individual one-off text, but I'm able to use a keyboard and a screen. And so that was the whole reason I bought this MacBook. But if you have a Droid phone, I understand that there are apps that you can get on your Windows PC that will allow you to do the same thing. So it may be organizing something like that, be it with a
Okay.
Windows PC or a MacBook or a tablet, the iPad tablets, they do the same thing. But they'll allow you to, I think, text more efficiently using a keyboard and a much larger screen than trying to thumb out 50 texts a day with your telephone.
Are you doing personalized text?
Personalized individual text, yes. Yeah, a bunch.
Let's say like what, for example?
So you had a great month last month. Congratulations. real estate agents. Yeah.
I'll
So,
show you
Two
what,
great
and I,
people recently told me that I am at the top of their Plan B list, should their circumstances ever change where they are. So, yes.
I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is what
Yes, I see it.
she
Yeah,
has available. And so I know that it's probably just like anything that we would send out, like you talk about the notes and all the different things that you could send out on a regular, like at a holiday or things like that.
yeah,
I just thought, you know what? Maybe that would be a great idea for Long and Foster to invest in some sort of, I don't know, marketing for text threads and, or mass texting like this, because it just would be so nice to, it would just be so
absolutely.
much
Yeah.
easier. And I feel like everybody these days has a phone. Not everybody always checks their email, but everybody has a phone and usually, and boom, it's right there in front of them.
That is the evolution of technology. It really is. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. What's even more powerful than that, I think, is the video text, you know? So you reach out to Sarah and say, hey, Sarah, this is Jason, wanted to send over this latest market update, you know?
Yeah.
That's face-to-face communication right there, right? Even though you're not with them, they feel like you're with them because you've addressed them personally. You're looking into the camera. They're looking at you. I think that is the ultimate in personalized communication, which is going to be more effective than anything, I think. Janine.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of text marketing.
I like that, the personalized instead of just sending the same thing out to everybody.
Right.
Because most of the time we can realize when it's not really sincere.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of the problems too is when you send out mass texts, I'm sure she's probably got this on her software, is there's always got to be an opt-out option, right? To reply stop, right?
Yeah.
To make this
Yeah.
not come to me anymore. Well, when you do them individually, you don't have to do that. It's a little more time consuming, but it's a hell of a lot more personalized. And you don't have to say, text stop if you want me to stop doing
Makes the
this.
sincerity
Right.
out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's personal, right? It's real. It's you reaching out to Sarah.
Do you get people blocking?
No, actually, I haven't had a lot of hate at all. So, yeah, if I'm blocked, I don't know I'm blocked.
Okay,
So, yeah,
that's true.
yeah, no. Most of the time I just get ignored.
But it's back of mind.
It is, I'm taking up mind space.
It's
know?
subliminal.
It is subliminal, so 6 months from now, they're gonna know, oh, Jason was reaching out to me. Let me give him a call.
Do you send it out to people like monthly, or you have a schedule that you send out? To
Yeah,
the same
well,
people?
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be monthly, but it's, evolving. I mean, we all struggle, all right? Not nearly as effective as I'd like to be, so, yeah. Cool. Anything else?
With regards to the stickers on front of the business cards, you would have to create a custom card because there's absolutely no room for a sticker on our cards
Oh, yeah.
without covering something.
Yeah, well, it might be a good idea to cover the phone number. Yeah, Randall suggested, put it right over my face. Just put it right on my head.
Even if I were to do a business card with no photo, there's still really not a whole lot of room.
Yeah.
Because of the way my system makes cards, it takes up the middle portion of the page. So your sticker would have to be small, or you would fold it over and stick it on, like part of it would be on the back side, which it wouldn't look very good.
Right.
But and then we can do custom backs. I can type whatever people want on the back of cards. And I talked to Josh, and it is printrunners.com.
I Yeah, I don't know. I love the idea. Obviously, the intent is not for them to hold on to your card, right? Because we don't expect them to hold on to your business card. What we would like is for them to transfer the information from the card into their phone. But by having this by referral only and this purpose statement on there, it gives us an opportunity to, I think, embed or tell them, who we are and what we do and why we do it.
What are your thoughts on the digital?
I love it. I love it.
Keeps it-
Yeah. So Jay Davenport, I don't know if he's on, but so Jameson Davenport came into the Smithfield office the other day, and he has one of those bracelets. Can't remember what he called it.
I think that's
And,
the link.
Yeah, like Link You, something like that. Yeah, and all I did was set my phone up to it, and I got a little pop-up on my phone. I clicked it, and it took me right to his webpage with all of his social media, contact information, everything. And then it says add to contacts. And I thought, oh, that's so cool. I gotta do that. Yeah, I love it. So I definitely want to invest in one of those. Yeah, they have all kinds of different styles and colors and types of bracelets. I think the one he had was Link U, LINQ. And the one I was looking at was Popl, POPL. I don't know what the differences are.
Oh
But
my goodness.
yeah, it's very, very cool.
Because then they also have one where it's like a business card, but it's metal. And
Yes.
then you do the same thing, you touch it to somebody's phone
Yep.
and it.
Yep. Absolutely. Pretty neat. Yeah, they have, it looks like a business card, basically. You just tap it to their phone and it'll transfer
Yeah.
exactly like the bracelet. I thought the bracelet was awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
I would always have it with me there.
Yeah.
So,
Even while you're walking your dog in the park.
Exactly.
Walking in the park.
exactly. Yes, yes, yes.
Am I the only one that finds that a little tiny bit unnerving?
Yes, you're the only one.
Okay.
What's unnerving about it?
That you can just tap somebody's phone and all the information
Bam.
comes up?
I'm in there. Yes. That's where we're headed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the way how to transfer the information. And like
I
you
mean-
said, the purpose is getting it into their phone.
That's the goal, right? At the end of the day, you want your information in the phone.
Because when you call them or when you text them, it doesn't come up as just being anybody. It comes up as being you. Your name comes up.
Right, right.
It's no
Because how
different than
many
your,
times somebody calls and you look at that number, well, we're real estate agents, we got to answer every time, but you look at it like, I don't know who this is, I'm not answering that.
Right.
it's no different than your credit card where you can just tap it and it knows who you are.
Yeah. Now that I find unnerving,
Yeah, I don't do that.
because people can walk by you,
Exactly.
skimmers,
Those skimmers.
and just stand
RFID
next to
stuff.
you and get your credit card information.
Yeah.
They
that's
can do
pretty-
That's
the
where
same-
my mind goes.
They can do the same thing with the swiping and the
Yeah,
chips.
it's,
I mean, it's,
it's
They want
freaky.
my contact information. Hey, take it all you want.
Freaky, man, freaky. I used Apple Pay for the first time the other day. I thought it was pretty neat at JCPenney's.
Oh.
I just pulled up my card and I laid my phone over there and then I did, and it's like, wow, that's cool.
Let's do that again. What else can we buy?
So, yeah, and then so that was pretty neat. So. All right, gang, we are way off topic, but thank you for being here today. We appreciate it as always. So, questions, comments, or concerns can all be directed to Stacia.
nope. Jason's
Monday.
available. Call, text, email Jason anytime.
Oh my goodness.
I'm only available Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30.
That's right. It's a holiday weekend, so obviously TGIF goes without saying, but also happy Easter this weekend. So, yeah, very good. So, y'all take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.